Hello everyone, good morning. Sage here live from Kalkine studio. You're watching the early trades. Let's get started with our market open report. And the benchmark S&P ASX 200 is down 0.4% in the early trade, with the high growth healthcare and technology sectors sold by investors. The best performing sector is utilities, up 0.7%, with consumer staples up 0.1%. Afterpay is down 3.3%, with the healthcare blue chips CSL down 2% and ResMed 1.8%. The S&P ASX 200 ran on the spot for much of yesterday's session before fading to a loss of 21 points or 0.28%. The decline barely dented the index's tally for the week, which stood at 241 points or almost 2% at yesterday's close. Commodity markets came under pressure from a rising US dollar overnight. The crude, gold, copper and iron ore all retreated. That helped drag the US materials down 0.55% and the US energy sector 0.91%. The night's only US sector gains were defensive. Health up 0.24% and consumer staples up 0.06%. US financials shed 0.26%, industrial 0.31% and tech 1.09%. And back home, Pendal Group and Washington H. Soul Pattinson hold annual general meetings today. The IPOs may include Panther Metals lists at 12:30 p.m. Sydney time, that's Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, and this explorer focuses on nickel and gold prospects in the Northern Territory and Laverton. The Aussie dollar dropped 0.25% overnight to 71.51 US cents. Let's now take a look at the newsmakers. Asset manager IOOF Holdings has confirmed it'll be known as Insignia Financial from now on. After receiving confirmation, the name change has been registered by ASIC. The group will trade under the same securities ticker, IFL. Westpac has extended the timetable for its share buyback until February next year, saying the fall in its share price may allow it to purchase more stock than expected. As all major banks look to return excess capital, Westpac last month said it would launch a $3.5 billion off-market share buyback, and on Friday it said the recent fall in the share price made the rationale for the buyback even more compelling. The bank's share price has fallen about 18% since early November, and the stock was down slightly at $20.99 this morning. The bank on Friday said it was changing the discount range, which it said would improve the potential return for the shareholders, and the closing date for the buyback was being pushed back to February 11th from December 17th previously. And TPG Telecom and Vocus Group have accused NBN Co of creeping into their patch after the company in charge of the national broadband network released a proposal that would allow it to connect businesses directly with third-party data centres. And the proposal, outlined in a construct paper by NBN Co, has reopened old wounds with telcos, which have warned that connecting businesses and customers to the centres would pit NBN Co in direct competition with them and would be a waste of money. And TPG Telecom said in a response to the paper seen by this masthead that it has serious concerns about the proposal to overbuild existing commercial networks. Tasmania-based iron ore pellets miner Grange Resources has declared a 10-cent special dividend for investors to take total dividends in the calendar year 2021 to 14 cents per share. The $700 million miner offers a 22.9% yield to investors when including the special dividend. And as on September 30th and prior to the special dividend payment, the miner had $554.6 million in cash and cash equivalents on hand. Embattled auto parts supplier Bapcor says it has successfully refinanced $270 million worth of debt by extending its maturity profile from July 2022. Following the refinancing, Bapcor has access to a total debt of $520 million across several lenders, including ANZ Bank and Westpac. A boardroom Barney has sent shares 19.2% lower after the last month, and this is after its board controversially forced out its successful chief executive, Daryl Abitomi. And thank you for your company on that report, but that's all for now in the early trades. Do stay tuned to Kalkine TV as we have many more shows lined up for you, sharing the live updates across the economy, markets and sectors. Sage signing off for now.